Welcome back. A few days ago, the federal government announced a little more than $13 million in grants to help fight homelessness in our state. In the months to come, the Homeless Project will follow the money, which is your money, to see where it all goes. But before that, we wanted to show you how that money comes into our valley. It starts with a yearly homeless head count that begins before the sun comes up. Watch.
3:30 a.m. and a picture of Las Vegas comes into focus. It's not the picture everybody wants to see, but it is real and it is raw.
There's thousands of us out here, tens of thousands.
You're here to count them.
This man doesn't want his name on TV. He's one of several volunteers out for the count.
You've got a mass of people who don't have any voice. There's no way to communicate with anyone outside of this group.
This is the interface.
Yeah, this is it.
You speak as if you know.
Yeah, I know. I've been homeless since 2008.
He knows what it's like to be on the streets, and so does volunteer Christy.
Why do you get up early to come out here and do this?
I used to be homeless. I was homeless for 3 years when the economy crashed, and I want to make sure every person behind every bush, under every bridge is counted.
And out in the night they go. This group, one of several across Clark County.
Our count will be on the four-master portion of it, so we'll go out and to the right.
Spanning out in assigned grids to count our homeless population, using phone apps to upload the data.
On your cue, Liz. Hey man, you want to do the homeless census? Do you want to participate in the homeless census this morning?
It's immediately clear the count is not a perfect science. Many homeless people don't want to talk. Added to that, Clark County controlled who we talk to, when we talk to them, and where. Our crew not allowed to follow the count freely. Coordinators tell me the yearly homeless count is a snapshot, and that's about it. And it's at the mercy of those who will talk to census takers.
They won't communicate. It's private. It's typically very embarrassing, so they're not going to communicate with anyone.
So for several minutes, the count went quiet. Then, in the night, a woman approaches.
Are you currently in a shelter? Where did you sleep last night?
That's SafeNest CEO Liz Ortenberger volunteering and asking the questions.
As a child, were you ever placed in foster care?
The information Liz and others gather goes to Congress to open purse strings to bring the monies needed to address the needs.
If we look at it as one large population, we're not going to find solutions that are going to work. If we segment that data and can look at the different portions of it, we can find solutions within the micro elements of that.
People like Wesley make up those micro elements in need of solutions. He's in a wheelchair in the middle of the night. For him, the sun will come up, but not light sufficient to lift him out of homelessness.
It's the same thing every day, day in and day out, lining up, get out of line, get another line. The homeless people need to know that there's a future for them also, and that they have something they can look forward to.
Something to look forward to. But first, volunteers say they have to look at the people on the streets and listen to them.
Nobody listens. Nobody listens.
What do you mean?
There's no one you can tell any of these problems to. The police can't do anything for you. The hospital can't do anything for you. State agencies are doing their best, but the lines are huge. The crowds are massive. Then there's confusion. You're tired. You're hungry. And when I say you're tired, you're exhausted. Nobody hears us.
I signed up through the
So that's why you believe in what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, so he believes in that count, the count first, then the cash to our valley. And to see how that $13+ million for homelessness is allocated in our state, penny by penny, organization by organization, we'll post a breakdown from the feds. And you can bet every one of those organizations will get a call from News 3 to see how they plan to spend what is ultimately your money. Now, if you have a thought, a tip, or an idea about homelessness in our valley, call the Homeless Project hotline or email us at the email address on your screen.